Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, what's going on? I hope y'all doing good out there today. I got a good one for you all today. I'm really about to call some stuff out to the forefront, really about to bring some stuff out, make y'all aware of stuff that y'all already knew, but really about to put some fire to the pot, bring some urgency to this thing. But before we do all that, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you want to support, click that link down there in the description. We have items that's 10% off. Your giving to this thing helps keep this thing rolling, helps keep it going, helps to continue, helps to fund me putting out these videos and to help keep you all informed and to know what's going on. And so if you all want to help out in any way, shape, form, or fashion, it is very much appreciated. Now let's do this. Sweating to the truth, nothing but the truth. Put my hands on the Bible, y'all point me to the booth. Now, I need y'all help with something. I'm lost and I'm looking for something. I need y'all to help me find something. You know what I need y'all to help me find? I need y'all to help me find where was these same celebrities? Where were these same politicians? Where were these same influencers, people who were on TV and had so much stuff to say about BLM, about COVID vaccinations, about anti-Semitism, about all of these so-called injustice and inequalities that was going on? Where were these same where are these same people at now when we looking at this thing that's going on with Balenciaga and what's going on over there in China? It's a lot of people that are quiet, and the silence is telling, bro. The silence is literally telling. But I'm telling y'all right now, as I told you all before, this is a season and a time that people don't even, whether you say something or you don't, you're going to be exposed. Straight up. You're going to be exposed. There is no hiding it any longer. You are going to be exposed. So many people had stuff to say pertaining to the lockdowns, pertaining to the vaccinations. I'm talking about bashing people. I'm talking about straight up talking bad about people for not taking the vaccinations, or for people not supporting BLM and all of the inequality and things like that going on. Well, when we see inequality actually happening and going on in China, when we actually see the filth that's going on with Balenciaga, nobody now has nothing to say. Everybody quiet, everybody on zip mode, everybody is on hush hush. When these are things that you would think, if they were really for the people, if they were really for protecting the people, if they really cared for the people, they would be out saying something. But no, they not. And that's just weird to me. That's just funny to me. Like, nobody is really talking about it. Nobody is really saying anything. I was surprised to see CNN actually be the one saying something about it. And I know this is something that with China, I'm talking about with China now, but I know this is something that just kind of popped off maybe yesterday or the day before. So we still got to give things some time and people to we still got to give things time to come out, and we still have to give, people time to process information and things like that. But man, like people were all over, people were quick to be all over these shootings, these last two shootings that just happened, that just took place, the one in Virginia and the one in Denver, Colorado. Many condolences to those families that lost those people. People were quick to say things and pertaining about that. But when it comes to Balenciaga, like I seen Joe Biden say something about people having semi-automatic weapons is sickening. He said sickening. But Broham ain't have a word to say about Balenciaga and that being sickening, or what's going on over there in China right now is they are rioting and protesting due to these zero COVID lockdown procedures. And if for any of you all who don't know, there was a riot that broke out for the simple fact there was a fire that happened in an apartment, and the fire truck was trying to get to the building, but it could not make it because of all the barriers and gates and things that they had in the city. It was literally hard for them to maneuver. And this was what it looked like. It was all in an attempt to kind of just keep the people in, to just trying to keep people to keep COVID from spreading. But you actually see in the video where I keep saying police officer, where the fire truck could not reach the apartment, and it was just spraying water from a distance, and like 30 something or so people died, maybe 40 something or so people died. And so the people had just about had it. The people had it, and they're rioting now in some of the major cities in Beijing, and I think it's Shanghai. I don't know my cities like that in China, but like a lot of major major places in China, that's where these riots and protests are taking place. And straight up, from my understanding and what Joe Biden has said, that COVID been over with a long time ago. But yet and still, and of course, like, we can't just say what's going on in another person's country. And I get that. Cool, fine, understandable. But it just come to a point and a place that at the end of the day, this is what they're holding signs up in China, and they're saying, need human rights, need freedom. I'm just a nobody out here getting the message out. But I know I'm not the first one to hear about this. Matter of fact, I got this information from somebody else. But I know, as far as major celebrities and politicians and athletes and things like that go, I know y'all heard about this, and y'all not saying nothing. And it just baffles me. It baffles me that you would be quiet. You would be quiet when you would think that you're all for protecting the people. You're all for the people. You're all for the people, when in actuality, you're all for this. Balenciaga. We know about that. I made a video about that. For those who don't know, Balenciaga released some very disturbing photos of children holding bears, teddy bears that were basically in bondage gear. That sexual, it's a sexual attire that people wear doing sexual activity to, I guess, enhance their sexual experiences with one another. Harnesses and hanging from all these crazy places, and handcuffs, and like literally bondage and dominance. A lot of stuff that happened in 50 Shades of Grey. Well, kids were holding bears who were wearing this type of stuff, and they had a couple of video shoots like this. And what's crazy to me, bro, is one of the major people. Let me say this first. So Balenciaga, they were quick to cancel Kanye West, in which I spoke about that in my video. And then Kim Kardashian, who is one of the major people for Balenciaga, was quick to drop off Kanye West with a quickness. Do you know what she said? Do you know what she said in her in this thing pertaining to, because she's been quiet for a while and people been wanting a response from her. And this is what she said. And I quote, "I have been quiet for the past few days, not because I haven't been disgusted and outraged by the recent Balenciaga campaigns, but because I wanted an opportunity to speak to their team to understand for myself how this could have happened. I appreciate Balenciaga's removal of the campaigns and apology. In speaking with them, I believe they understand the seriousness of the issue and will take the necessary measures for this to never happen again. As for my future with Balenciaga, I am currently reevaluating my relationship with the brand, basing it off their willingness to accept accountability for something that should have never happened to begin with, and the actions I am expecting to see them take to protect children." That's crazy to me, man. And this is not a video about me getting on to any of these people at all. Like that's not my this is not my purpose for this video. My purpose for this video is to show you all that the people that they are putting on the TV screens, the people that are in mainstream media, who aren't truly speaking out against the true injustice and true inequality that's actually taking place, that's really taking place and really happening. These people are bought and these people are sold. I'm talking to the ones who's caught up in it all, who's caught up in the limelight, who's caught up in wanting to be like these people, who's caught up in, pursuing after these type of careers and things like this that these people have. A lot of you all literally worship these people, and these people literally showing you that they are not for you at all. They care nothing about you but everything about their pockets, and they're willing to sell out kids in order to prove to you, or in order to show you that they're willing to sell out kids in order to keep their pockets good. And I said in my last video when I was talking about Balenciaga that for the people who choose not to speak out, and also the people who continue to choose to wear it, you see where they stand with it, point blank. You see where they stand. You see where they stand with that. As the saying goes, cat's out of the bag, folks. It don't, again, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna continue to keep saying this because it holds true in the end. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you it doesn't matter if you try to be quiet or not. Everything is being exposed. Everything is being exposed. Everything. That you can't hide from it. You can't run from it. It's here. What Thanos say is all the same. You can't run from it. It's here. But Balenciaga, and this is probably one of the major things that I want to get at. Balenciaga has filed a $25 million lawsuit against producers of the controversial BDSM teddy bear ad campaign. I'm gonna read a little bit of this for you real quick. It says Balenciaga has filed a $25 million lawsuit against the producers of a controversial ad campaign that included a child pornography court ruling and BDSM teddy bears. It means bondage teddy bears, bondage, dominance, sadism, and it's an M word. I forgot what that is. New court papers show the fashion house brought the suit Friday against production company North Six Incorporated and set designer Nicholas Desjardins and his eponymous company for the inclusion in one of the ads of legal documents from a U.S. Supreme Court decision on child porn laws. The fashion brand ad also showed unsettling pictures of a child holding teddy bears dressed in bondage outfits. The two-page court summons doesn't mention the BDSM teddy bears. Balenciaga is bringing the case to seek redress for extensive damages defendants caused in connection with an advertising campaign Balenciaga hired them to produce. The Manhattan Supreme Court summons, I don't know what that word says. Balenciaga claims North Six and Desjardins included the images of the court docs without its knowledge, which was malevolent or at the very least extraordinarily reckless. The filing states, as a result of defendants' misconduct, members of the public, including the news media, have falsely and horrifically associated Balenciaga with the repulsive and deeply disturbing subject of the court decision. The court papers charge defendants are liable to Balenciaga for all harm resulting from this false association. I'm gonna stop right there. First and foremost, bro, we can't allow Balenciaga to get away with that, to try to throw them people under the bus like they didn't know that. Bro, at the end of the day, man, when I used to work at any factory that I used to work at, there was all type of checks and all type of double checks, triple checks, and all type of hands that these parts went through before it actually got shipped out. So you telling me that nobody at Balenciaga, or even for the photographers, whomever, because there's another photographer, the actual photographer, his name is, before I say that, I got something I want to say. I just came across some on Instagram. If Balenciaga did something that offended the LGBT community, every celebrity would have cut ties instantly. They promoted child porn and nearly every celebrity is silent. Really makes you think, huh? This is what I pop up and see on Instagram. I'm just saying. I'm about to look up the man's name. Gabriel Galimberti. He done received a lot of hate mail and things like that over this between the time that the photo shoot actually happened and now. he basically said that as far as the picking and choosing and anything, any positioning, anything like that, he had nothing to do with it. He just came in and shot. He just came in and took pictures. Now, at the end of the day, my thing is, bro, hold everybody accountable. Like you see the stuff, and you know it's weird. You know not some, no, you know something isn't right about it. But you telling me that the photo company, there's no way in the world that you telling me that you allow the photo company to handle everything on its own and not get any approval from you to send this stuff out. Come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me if we fools enough to believe that. And if they do pass that, if they do allow for this lawsuit to take place, you know what some dirty dealings going on behind and it's been going on, so we know that. But you know what some dirty dealings going on, bro. Straight up, because ain't no way in the world that these pictures don't go to somebody from Balenciaga, somebody at the top, somebody at the forefront of this all, to where they say where they, you can't tell me that don't get to them. The truth is they all been in this stuff, and they all been doing it, and they all were fine, and they thought that it was gonna be cool. But nah, bro, we can't let them try to throw some other person or some other company under the bus like they weren't a part of this mess, man. Nah, we can't do that. Don't do that, man. And then what was even more disturbing than actually taking those pictures down of the children, and I actually taking those pictures down of the children, they put a picture of this woman, as you can see, with holding a purse, still advertising the same purse. But as you can see, there are two books on the table. I'm gonna give you the names of the people that are on those books. The first name is Michael Bormans, and the next book is at the bottom. It's called Cray Master Cycle. Bro, these people are sick. These people are sick. I'm talking about the whole people, not just Balenciaga, but from the celebrities, the politicians. Man, it's the athletes, because it's a lot of them. I'm talking about all of these people are sick and in this stuff too. Because if you don't say nothing, it's like you permitting it to happen. You're allowing for it to happen, because you know if you do say something, you're going to be counseled. They're going to make you look bad. It's going to ruin your money. Hint, 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 hint. Who am I talking about? Y'all know. Quit playing, man. These people out here get to speaking the truth, and y'all look at them, and now they somehow, and now all of a sudden they crazy. But when it fits their agenda, that's when you find with speaking out. That's when it's cool to speak out. Come on, bro. Again, help me look for the people, because I'm trying to find them. It's real deal oppression going on over there in China, and ain't nobody spoke out and said nothing about that at all. Like, it's real deal slavery going on over there. like real deal workshops going on over there. It costs probably $1.25 to make a shoe over there, and they send it over here, and people selling the shoes for $250. And the people barely making ends meet. But we got it bad over here, and you got celebrities and athletes and things like that perpetuating victimhood and racism. Man, get out of here, bro. But your same material over there is only sold for $1.25, even less than that. You come over here and you make a killing off of it. Man, get out of here with that, bro. It's foolishness. Foolishness. As my boy Isaiah Robbins say, buffoonery. Straight up, bro. Straight up. But I'm done, man. All things are going to come to the light. At the end of the day, all things are going to come to the light. God is exposing all things. He's separating the wheat from the tare. Whether you in the church, because there's a lot of leaders that's quiet too, because a lot of church leaders that's quiet too because of this. A lot. You don't get off the hook either. Not for me. I'm just a nobody delivering the message. But you don't get off the hook neither. Because you were really supposed to be the ones that's speaking up and saying something, but you didn't. And God like, nah, we ain't finna do that. We not finna play this. Not my people who are called by my name, who really have the truth in their mouth and who can really change the situation, but yet and still you choose not to. Nope. We not gonna do that. He's separating the wheat from the tare, the real from the fake. And it's a lot. Again, I said this in another video. There's a lot of people out there in the world who represent the truth, who stood for the truth. God is willing to use them. Look at Kanye. People like Candace Owens. Like, they didn't necessarily have a theological background, and yet and still God was willing to use them. Now, they was called coons and they was called Uncle Toms and everything like that. But bro, at the end of the day, y'all see who the real coons and Uncle Toms are. The people who concerned about this, or the people who not concerned about rocking the boat. It's always been about this fear of man. When God is the one that we're supposed to fear, respect, and have reverence for, because he's the one that offers us our provision. But I digress. I'm done. Again, I'm just here to tell you everything is exposing itself. Don't be surprised if your favorite rapper or your favorite athlete be exposed, because a lot of them are. The best athlete in the world was just exposed. A lot of them were just exposed over these past last weeks. They were just exposed. A lot of pastors have been exposed, straight up. A lot of celebrities have been exposed. Politicians have been exposed. Everybody, bro. And I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger putting it out there. But I'm done, man. Again, if you want to support, hit that link down there in the subscription. We have a lot of merch that's 10% off. We are out, and I love y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. Be safe.